I was watching a program from Habertürk. People were talking about death. Actually, people should be thinking about death more in order to establish this love among people, because life is only a very short time. And we are, many people, professors, doctors, and state officials, each one of them are dying, and we will be dying. Each one of us will taste the death, actually. This is what we learn from the Quran, from the verse of the Quran. This life is such a transient period, and in this transient period, we would never want wars to occur. We would never be after conflict so that people harm each other, hurt each other. We would definitely not like living in this circumstances. This is the plot of the Dajjal, and that is why, because of the Antichrist's plot, actually, people are living in these harsh conditions. It's really very important to think about death, because people are aware that life is a very short period, but they don't live according to this truth. When they think about their lifespan, that it will be very short, they will really aspire for living in better conditions, with better morals. And they would never say that a certain land should be mine, and for only a minor region, for only a piece of land, actually, they would never fight, they would never shed blood. And in general, I'm surely holding Israel beyond this, but with the Day of Judgment, there will be no land on this earth, and the world will be ending, and the hereafter, the life to come after this world, is the true life, and that is important for us. Allah promises us a golden era, but that will be only a short period, and if people do not act according to the morals of the Quran, then that golden era is not happening. And all the signs of the end times have taken place. We have come through those oppression and the violence of the signs of the end times, and this union of love, this union of tranquility should be established only when people abide by the morals of the Quran. Allah informs us in Surah Juma, verse 8, I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. Say, death from which you are fleeing will certainly catch up with you. Then you will be returned to the knower of the unseen and the visible, and he will inform you about what you did. And in another verse, in Surah Al-Imran, verse 185, every self will taste death. You will be paid your wages in full on the day of rising. Anyone who is distanced from the fire and admitted to the garden has triumphed. The life of the dunya is just the enjoyment of delusion. This means that this worldly life, where people are in conflict, they are in war, and maybe they are after all kinds of richness, they keep themselves away from the well-pleasure of Allah. This will not be benefiting any person, because each one of us should be thinking about death. Life is very short. We should be making all efforts for the well-pleasure of Allah.